Welcome back, guys, to the ZGL. This is going to be my second match of the night and a good one to start us off on. It's going to be a doozy. I mean, a first match for both of these teams, I believe, in the ZGL as well. Noire Esports going up against Gremlin HQ. Should be a banger. I haven't seen a whole lot of Gremlin, or really any of Gremlin so far, so I'm curious to see what they have. I've seen a decent amount of the Noire Esports boys, and we'll transition to the rosters. Well, you love them. Maybe you don't. Who knows? It's gonna be Merc Mariaki, Erazi, Crazy. I don't know. I still don't know how to say that. Obsessed and Fatal. Actually, no. I think that's wrong. I didn't update my graphic. I love that. It's gonna be, I believe, Merc Mariaki, Fatal, Erazi, and I believe, is it Bane? I think it's Bane. I don't know why I didn't update my graphic, but well, too late to fix that now. Screw it. Whatever. On the other side, got Ironside, Permish, Bane, and Flex for Gremlin HQ. So I guess who is coming? Oh, yeah, that's right. They have an emergency sub. My graphic is not wrong. It's the E-sub coming in. My bad. So I think Acute is coming in, I believe, for Noire tonight because they had some last-minute roster changes as well. So, I mean, it is what it is. I thought I made a mistake, but I guess not. Little did I know. I do have the maps, though. I believe these are right as well. We're going to be starting off with Blackheart, Hardpoint, so bang out to start. Raid SND, so a classic, and then Den Overload. Pretty good first three maps, all things considered. I like them a lot. And then Double Scar to end, so, not the best ending for maps, at least for me. I'm not a huge fan of Scar. I don't know if you guys are, but, the first three should be a decent map set to test the waters, especially starting off fast-paced on Blackheart. We'll see if that ends up, being the tone setter, the pace setter in this series, if you will. We'll see if these guys are, capable on the Gremlin of keeping up, because I know Noire Esports, they kind of had a bumpy road so far, up and down, in some of the other leagues I've been casting them in. So let's see if they can start off the ZGL a little bit smoother this time around. Maybe take an opening victory under their belt here against the Gremlin team, who I'm not sure, how good they are. That's really going to be map number one that determines how good they are. I believe this was their map pick as well for Gremlin. So looking at that Blackheart to be where they strike first in this one. We'll see if they're up to the task. And I mean, if you're picking this map, you got to be pretty confident on it as well, because it's a map you can get punished on pretty heavily if you do not rotate. You can cut the map pretty effectively, and it's one of those ones that can be tough if you get put in the blender. And I mean, I'm expecting great things from Gremlin if that's their map pick. So we'll see as we get loaded onto here in a minute. I believe the players are all finally in the lobby. I think they're here. Let me let them know I'm ready to go. And we should have a decent start to this map number one. Excuse me. And, shout out to ZGL as well. I was on the main stage the other night. That was a great time. It was a little bit tiresome. I was by myself for most of the time. Well, the entire time, basically. But it was a great series, the second one especially. If you guys didn't see it yesterday, Atlantis against DC Trees. And that was a banger. Went all five, and it delivered in almost every way possible. So we'll see if this one can be living up to that hype, as we are loaded on in. Map number one. It's going to be Noire versus Gremlin. We'll see if these guys have what it takes. And I believe my map count's not even up here. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to fix. Is what it is. You guys don't get a map count for this series. I'll fix that later. But for now, let me make sure I have the team names at the least right. And it looks like they are flipped, so I'll fix that real quick. It's going to be Gremlin on the left, and then Noire Esports on the right. We're starting off with the substitute. EQ'd, I believe is how you say that as well. Going for a route right now. We'll see how warmed up he is. Wins it with relative ease, but unfortunately for him, Gremlin breaking on into P1 pretty freely. This EQ took a route there, and I mean, it might get punished for it. Bane doing what he can to contest right now. Just going high to the sky, flying. Turning, not quite burning, but Permish is there for the double. Help Bane on out, and that's going to be clean for dead. Bane with some little bit of sloppy shots there, but he gets it done in the end, and now 20 seconds to collect. And not only that, Gremlin, they have the better side for this P2 as well, if they can hold it. But it's going to be Erazi with 3, unfortunately. One of those was a teammate. So we'll see if he can get something done from the front now, watching his teammate, as he's the furthest up, but he needs to push up quickly here, as Fatal's dealt with in the back. Erazi traded on out, and Gremlin maintained composure. And they continue to hold this P2 spawn side. They're going to be lurking in the back for now, and it's really Ironside that has a big job in front of him. He has a couple members that he has to deal with, gets one, and now he has teammates help in the back, and I mean, Permish is there for the crossfire. So this has been pretty smooth sailing so far for Gremlin HQ, the start of this hardpoint. I mean, they picked it, and they probably picked it for a reason. Oh my, sloppy shots there. As Noire Esports break on in. Permish is here, though. He might be able to collapse and try and get something going. Bane is there for the trade, and I mean, what could have been a decent break for Noire Esports. I mean, Gremlin just break right back on in. Permish even thinking about pushing out the front as only 20 seconds left, and I mean, this has been a pretty flawless start to Blackheart here. And Noire Esports, P3 is a money hill, same as P2. We'll see if they can rotate and hold this map with an iron grip here. I mean, you can get a ton of time on P3. It's a hard hill to break if you're not composed, but it's going to be gunfights, one in the back. And just like that, Flex gets through. He has an important one to beat. Razzie in the front, but Razzie wins it. And he's going to get on out of there, but Split Spawn's coming on through, and I mean, it's going to be a tough fight to the death here. We'll see if Permission Co. can break it. It looks like so far so good. Permish with 2, Bane with 2. And they're going to combine on in, break the hill. And this has been nothing but red in the kill feed so far. So good for Gremlin. Really, I mean, just the slaying battle has been won. It's really only a Razzie so far with double digits in the slaying department. And this can be a tough hill to break. We'll see what Meraki has in store for us. Make it 2. There's actually only 1 there. Fatal gets the second one, but nice team shots coming on in as they should break the last 20 or so. I got to be careful of not flip here. And Meraki actually in a great spot to contest this last little bit of time. Yeah, in a creddy corner. It's going to pay off for him. He'll get a couple more seconds than he would have otherwise, thanks to that nice spot there. And they do have a decent setup for new, but they didn't get a ton of time on that P3. They broke at the very end of it, so only a few seconds really going their way. And they find themselves in the hole, about 70 seconds or so, but this has been a good start on this P4. Permish only able to get the singular kill. And just waiting for his teammates to respawn. We'll see what the break looks like. Fatal going toward the outer, but Permish just guns him on the heady. Has the support of Bane in tow as well. Permish doesn't need him, though. Double for him. Bane gets taken on out. Ironside is there, and yet again, a 4 dead, and it looks like Gremlin just comfortable. Smooth sailing on this map for them so far. Not only are they rotating, getting the spawns, getting the kills, but also breaking the hills. And I mean, this is just a sign of a composed team waiting for each other as well, making sure they're not going single file. And it also helps just to get the kills as well. I mean, just winning the slaying battle. I will say it's not handedly, but I mean, just winning the important gunfights when they need to. They'll find themselves up about 60 to 70 points going into our last hill here. P5, maybe a contest fest of a hill. It can be locked down, but it can also be heavily contested over, just flooding from the front. Noire Esports is here. But do they realize they have Ironside all the way in their spawn? They will now. Permish gets 1, though. Flex breaks on in through the hill, and it's all up to number 7. Excuse the substitute coming in to hold spawns, and he gets gunned. Shot in the front, shot in the back. And I mean, just yet again, another clean break. Gremlin showing you how to break a hill here. Hitting the back, waiting for each other, baiting and switching. And it seems like they're waiting for arrows to turn around as another 4 dead. Yeah, North spawn across the map, all the way out. Even Permish getting active, pushing out cuts. And that's what you can do. I saw, I believe it was Atlanta, or I can't remember which team it was the other day. It was an EWG team, I believe, that were able to push out the cuts as Fatal falls off the map. They were able to push out this entire hill where the player on, I believe it was one of the arrows, was on P4 while they were soaking time, and they were spawning them so far out in the P2 area. They had them in an iron chokehold, it seemed like. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that much control on that hill, but I mean, the scoreline is just reflective of how this series has gone so far. I mean, just a 100-point deficit and climbing here. I mean, this has been pretty night and day difference. Noire Esports doing what they can, but they got to get going with the slaying department. Just been tough going from them so far. Razzie trying to get 1 with the AR in the cut, but just can't do it. The crossfire is too strong. Nice nade from Bane. Substitute dude trying to do something, but having a rough go of it so far. Ironside holding the iron for maybe a little bit too long, maybe a little stagnant. That can happen sometimes. You're not as cracked when you're holding an iron for a long period of time. Let me tell you, especially in SMD, that can happen. Bane goes high to the sky, gets the pistol kill too. Somehow, I don't know if he's out of ammo or just doesn't want to reload, but regardless, able to get 1. And my god, this has been a pretty one-sided affair at this point, tripling up their opponent's score. Gremlin, 185 points. They have the rotation toward new. It's just going to be really Up to 6 and 8, Meraki and Fatal. And I mean, they do combine on in for 2, so this is not over yet. But they will both fall. And a kind of a staggered approach. Razzie able to get 1, but they're a little bit separated from their teams. Would have liked to see them maybe wait a little bit longer. As I know it can kind of get frantic when you're down this dramatic of a score, but you're not really going to break a hill like this one where they're spawning on top of it by your lonesome unless you do some crazy stuff like Merc just did there. 2 for him. But I mean, still contested in the hill. Merc goes for the trade and a double from Flex. Fatal going for the refrag, but he reads the wrong corner. Flex with 3, and I mean, Ironside's already here for new, and I mean, if bad things could get any worse, you already have the rotation out here. Bane able to get 1, shots in the back, and I mean, Ironside should be able to clean this one up as well, but it's just Bane able to do it with the pistol anyway. Ironside in the back, Bane here, that'll flip the spawns, and I mean, if you got anything left in the tank, Noire Esports, you got to show it now. We've seen miraculous comebacks on this map, but I'm not sure if this is a pretty big deficit, 130 points. This would be a pretty miraculous one if they were able to do it. Hellstorm coming on now, that's from Flex, able to get 2, maybe even a 3rd one. Not quite, but he's blocking the spawn, so they'll spawn a little bit closer on the side of Noire, but I mean, I'm not sure if it'll matter at this point. Flex just all the way behind enemy lines, just doing whatever he wants. Fatal off the map yet again, that's the 2nd time. Fatal's fell off the map already. Doing his best Clayster impression. Somehow Razzie has a streak, though. I mean, really the only one shooting back, it seems like. This map number 1, 28 for him. The rest of his teammates kind of getting fried. And going forward in this series, they're going to need the rest of them to step on up. We'll see if they can do it. I mean, this map isn't over yet, but I mean, 2:27. Really only a couple seconds of scrap time is all Gremlin need at this point. We'll see if the HQ can get it done as we rotate to our 3rd set of hills. And probably our last. Permission. Wow, nice win on a Fatal there. SMG at that range. Able to get it done. XQ trying to combine on in with his teammates, but just getting flown at. Nothing he can really do at this point. 3 dead yet again. Ironside with the Hellstorm in the sky, and they didn't even need it. They just broke from the front with their guns, and I mean, he's going to get all 4 off of spawn. Ironside just clearing house, and that should probably do it. I don't even think the arrows from Noire can touch the hill at this point. It'd have to be knives out with jetpack speed, but I don't think they can do it. The Semtech's even going to land on him to put insult to injury. 250 to 92, I believe, was the end scoreline for that one, and oh my god, a convincing map number 1. 100-point clubbing. Their opponents here. Gremlin looking good to start off this series. I wasn't sure what to expect from them. I've never seen these guys play before, but I mean, they're showing me what they're capable of early in this one. 100-point clubbing. Noire Esports in a big way. And my god, that was a pretty clinical approach there. I mean, we'll switch on through. We'll switch the game types, but man, that's a tough one. That one stings if you're Noire, looking to maybe start things off, you know, in a good way on the ZGL League, but no, not going to happen. Let me update my scoreline for this one. 1-0, or oops, I updated the wrong way. Well, while I get that fixed, we'll just look at the maps while I fix that one. But yeah, I mean, Gremlin showing us how it's done in map 1. We'll see if they can continue that momentum because they look like they were pretty comfortable on that one. I mean, it was their map pick at the end of the day, so we'll see if they can recover. For the side of Noire Esports on that one, that was a tough one to watch there. So I believe we are going to switch sides. So let me fix the Codcaster real quick for map number 2. Oh no. Oh, okay. They started it without me saying it was okay, but I switched it to default the very last second, so I think I saved it. Hashtag saved. But Raid S&D coming up next. And, you know, honestly, I don't really know what to expect after that one because, I mean, map number 1 was pretty one-sided. I have seen Noire Esports, you know, struggle a decent amount against some of the better teams, but S&D, I mean, it's been close. Every time I've watched them, it seems like S&D, they're pretty clutch in. We are loaded on in, so we'll take a look, see what they have in store for us. We'll see if it'll end up being the comeback that they need. Let me switch the logos as well at the top. It's going to be Noire on the left, Gremlin on the right. And Noire on the offense as well. Substitute with the bomb. And it's going to be a fast B hit as well. Like, going to be challenging top bedroom. Looking for something here, but Excuse gonna plant the bomb. 4v4 retake now situation. Razzie really needs to stay alive toward this bedroom area. They have one player flanking. It's really gonna be timing. What kind of timing does number 6 get here? And Permish is gonna get good timing, but stops shooting. Could have had that one, but Meraki strikes first, and now Permish tagged down low still in this corner. 3 arrows looking at him. He should fall here eventually, and he will. Yeah, Ironside finds himself toward open steps. Flex last alive in the 1v4. And finally, some signs of life from Noire Esports. They're going to win the opening round on this S&D. And shift the momentum potentially back in their favor. We'll see if they can continue this momentum that they've maybe momentum is a strong word. This opening round they've got to maybe continue the dominance or something, because they're gonna need it after what I saw map number 1. Gremlin's definitely no slouches, but it is an entirely different game mode, different world really here in SND, and we'll see if Gremlins did their homework or not. Looks like bomb going toward A 2-2 split as of right now. Flex going to be challenging mid as well. Excuse just kind of shouldering. Permish getting toward open. Has one toward pool, but Ironside, meanwhile, wins one toward Laundry. And he gets a double as well. Ironside just gunning 2 players in a row there. Permish getting aggressive as well. Might be able to pistol him from window, but doesn't even need to. Teammates there for support. And a clean 4 dead. Gremlin. Don't even lose a single member that round, and that's how you answer back right there. Any doubts that they're not good at S&D kind of just out the window with that offense. As there's really just Ironside with the double toward Laundry. I mean, I kind of missed it a little bit in Observer there, but great job from him just gunning 2 players in a row. Got to be careful to make sure you're not giving a first blood on the defense toward that A site on Laundry. You can kind of get overwhelmed there. It's probably better just to play retake toward Laundry. Just make sure you're not dying at the very least. But, I mean, Ironside was by himself, so he probably should have got traded. Fortunately for him, he didn't, but Fatal strikes first. Permish gives him back one. Now numbers advantage. It's going to be Meraki flying. Merkberg 2 should be here, and now back and forth we go. Bane last alive with the sniper. Might just want to save the op at this point. I'm not sure if the players are playing with the GAs. I'm just assuming they are, so probably if Bane dies, only 1 more life with the sniper potentially here. We'll see if he's able to get anything done or just live this round, honestly. And that's a good start. Able to get 1, but they know where he is now. And only 27 seconds left. I mean, they probably hunt him down here. They don't want to scam, though, so I understand. Maybe wait till the round's about to be over to hunt him down. But look at where 1 is. He's just waiting to activate, and he should die here in a second. Bane will fall. Pretty much impossible situation there to retake in a 1v4 with the sniper. A good answer back there from Noire Esports. Mirroring what Gremlins did that last round. Just getting a couple kills toward Laundry, just running it down. And you heard me say it a minute ago, I think it's better to give up Laundry side on defense than to give away lives that early into the round where they can just plant freely and you don't have to worry about a whole lot of aggression. The only way you can really counter that is to work through pillars, potentially, or just rush ring if you're going to play that aggressive toward A. Or to at least guarantee you're getting your 1s, because otherwise you're going to find yourself in a tough situation, really, to retake. And it's going to be back toward A we go. We'll see if Ironside can get the same success that he had last time around. This time it's going to be number 6, though, Permish, but he gets guns. Permish is there. Arazi and Merc, though, they shut it down. No more shenanigans pushing through Laundry. Noire finally shutting down that push, and it's up to Bane yet again, and another 1v4. This time with the sub in hand. Get some shots in, but not quite enough. He would have loved to have had that second one, make it a little bit more manageable. But, I mean, 1v3 situation, and he has the bomb. Is he going to read this right? No, 3 players still here from Noire Esports, so, I mean, not a lot he can do if he goes A, but he knows he needs to get a pick at the very least first before he goes for this bomb plant. I mean, he has B wide open, little does he know, but I don't know if he even can attempt to go for that as 2 Chow through pillars. A nice bait and switch, tactical bait and switch there from Noire Esports as they find themselves up to 3 now, looking better in SND for sure than they did that first map. And maybe just Blackheart, not a map they practiced a ton. Definitely Raid, map you guys should be familiar with by now. It's been in the rotation for years and years at this point. And different iterations of Call of Duties. But even with the wall jumping, I mean, still, a lot of the same strategies work on this map. There's not a whole lot of wall jumping mechanics you can really utilize on this map other than really this mid area towards Z, so. Back we go toward offense. Excuse with your bomb carrier. And Flex gonna be spotting him as well. Gets first blood. Yeah, Excuse just kind of gives his whole body there. Doesn't get behind cover. And Flex with an important first blood there. And Permish getting taken down incredibly low. And they're still gonna plant it. I respect this balls on Merc here to plant this bomb. But he's kind of trapped in a corner. If Ironside elects to collapse on this player, it's going to be up to him and Permish to find him in the corner here. I mean, this is a common spot. They should be checking this corner any second here, but it looks like they're not. Number 2 is still here, but he is eventually dealt with, and yeah, now all up to Fatal. I mean, he does have the bedroom position, but he's getting chased right now by number 8. Bane should be able to stop him here in a second. Fatal able to get the bomb diffuser, but not enough time for him to stall. As Bane and Ironside combine on in for the last 2. They'll get the defuse. And they'll put a second one on the board now. Gremlin HQ answering back. And kind of a blunder from EQ to start that, giving him away first blood for basically free. Not the best way to approach that. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to avoid gunfights from open stairs, from money, from top L, from back Tiki, back basketball. There's so many angles on B side that you kind of have to be wary of if you're the bomb carrier. So maybe playing a little bit closer to the wall next time, potentially, to avoid some of those. But alas, it might not matter. We'll see. This time it's back toward A for Gremlin. And I mean, it's going to be Ironside and the boys getting aggressive. Permish already up toward top laundry. And I mean, this team has one button, and it seems like it's go. I'm curious if that's going to end up costing them here in the end. I mean, Arazi just holding the Ironside. Yeah, I mean, they know they're pushing this at this point. Ironside gets ironed. How ironic. A lot of IRs in that sentence. But Permish misses some shots. Yeah, thought he had one, but I mean, it's same situation as last time on offense. Arazi, Merc Mariaki shutting it down on the overextension, and yeah, Fatal gets one toward mid. So now, yeah, Bane, yet again. I mean, he's been in every single 1vx situation you can imagine this map so far, and we're not even that deep into it. As Noire Esports collapse on him like dogs there. Looking for dinner scraps as they'll shut it down, and I don't even think they only lost one member as well that round. I mean, it seems like this A push from Gremlin, you know, it has been read a couple different times now. It worked the first round. It hasn't worked the last couple of times. I want to see Gremlin maybe switch it up on the next offense this time. Or next time. Give him a different look, maybe. Maybe slow playing A a little bit more, playing toward mid, potentially. Or just another B hit, straight up. Because they're just kind of getting shut down toward A. Maybe a flank route. I don't know, something. But, I mean, Arazi guns Ironside. Ever since that first round, seems like Ironside just on the short end of the stick toward A. He's found himself first blood more often than not. But Permish is already through. He might be able to kill the bomb planter as well. Yeah, Q just having a rough time planting the bomb for this team. Feel bad for the substitute coming in, but it is what it is. Fatal able to get tagged down as well. Merc planting the bomb. He is going to get off. He would have had that down if he just committed, but unfortunately for him, he has no idea the timing as he's going to be losing Arazi. I don't know how many pumps that was, but that looked like a lot. I don't know. Maybe he's crouching there. You guys be the GA judges, but that didn't even matter in the end. Nothing he could really do as Gremlin. Nice collapse on in. Permish really getting it done on the flank that round. And now Gremlin put themselves within one round of tying things up here. They didn't want to let it to get too out of control. Merc Mariaki with the best stick drift in the West. And on the offense now. We'll see what the HQ has in store for us. It is back to A, but I would like to see them play this a little differently this time. Nice trophy, saves their life. The van is still going to explode, but Ironside's here. He's getting wallbang tags, but not enough to kill Meraki here. Permish toward the rock. He has a decent angle, but not enough to get the kill. And Arazi still ends up managing to get first blood there toward Ironside on ring. And Ironside, yeah, just having a rough go of it on ringside. Nothing they can really do. Permish able to get one, though. And flex toward mid. He's got to be careful here. He's going to get ran down. Wall banged as well. Skewed coming in clutch as all of Noire Esports adjusting toward mid-map. I actually love this play out of them. Just overwhelming this player. And they have the numbers advantage, and they know it, so they can just group up and deathball. They still are on the defense, though, so they can definitely just hold mid-map, hold the crossfires, play retake here. But they might not get the info, or they will. Permish is going to spot that player toward mid, tag down incredibly low. But he's not going to fall, and Permish, now he has a choice to make. Does he go toward bedroom, or does he try and play toward money? And it looks like bedroom is going to be the choice. His teammates toward Tiki. This is a decent setup, but they got to make sure they at least get one here. If they're able to win this round, Permish, it's going to come down to timing, really. Bane's going to be spotted Tiki, and that should be the kill. Yeah, Permish finds himself in a 1v3, but they lined up for him. He stops shooting. Pistol coming on out. He's going to get tagged, but not enough for the kill. They lined up for him. I thought that might have been it for Permish there. That could have been a 1v1, potentially, and he could have just ran away and played the time, but unfortunately for him, he'll get taken on down. Taken on down. There we go. Words in that order. And Noire Esports find themselves now 5-3 up. One round away from closing it after a pretty rough map number 1. They bounce back in this map number 2 quite beautifully. Really, ever since that first offense from Gremlin, it's just been kind of rough going for them toward that A bomb site. And I said it a few rounds ago, I want to see them have a different approach, but I mean, they have to win this defense first. We'll see if they can pull it out. As 4 toward top mid right now. Razzie gets one. Permish with the incredible shots. Gets that player incredibly low. Gets out of kitchen. And it's just a 1-for-1 at the end of the day, but that's going to be all the info that HQ need. And yeah, allows Ironsights to activate. Razzie with some sloppy shots through the pillar. These are hard gunfights. He's out of ammo with both weapons. And finally, HQ able to get the advantage in this round. Fatal finds himself last alive. Bomb is down toward open. I'm not sure if Fatal knows that or not, but now let's see what kind of heroics he can pull off here. In the 1v3, this is for the map, but probably not going to happen. Yeah, Fatal has 3 different players looking toward him. He'll get taken down, and we're still in this game. We're not done yet. Gremlin, hang on for another round, and it's got to be a better offense this time around. Otherwise, they can kiss this map goodbye. And at this point, I'm not sure if Noire Esports would probably be reading the B hit, so I'm not sure if that's a great idea either. Maybe a mid play, potentially. I don't know what you'd be doing, but I think B, at this point, you're better off risking going toward B than going toward A, because A has just gotten shut down every single time, it seems like, ever since the start. And Noire Esports, I mean, they're thinking like me. I mean, they double stack the B bomb site, but this might give them a little bit of clearance to work with for this A bomb site. Nade's gonna land. Merc knows there's pressure here, but he's by himself this time. He doesn't have a Razzie, and this might be the round that Gremlin's needed. They're just gonna 4-stack, hitting through. And a double at the end of the day for both teams. 2v2 situation. Excused going for the pinch, and if he's fast on it, he might be able to get them. But they are separated. A Razzie across the map now. Excused in the Lion's Den. He has no idea where these players are. He's right between both of them, but he has no shot. None of them have seen each other. This is insane timing that we're getting right now. The Razzie gets one on the pinch, though. And it's all down to Ironside to send us to round 11. He does have the bump, and he gets out of there as well. So this is definitely a decent position he finds himself in. If he plants quickly, he could maybe salvage this round. But he's going to have to do it sooner rather than later, and maybe playing a little bit too long. He doesn't know the info I know on Codcaster, though, so he has no idea what the timing looks like. But he's cleared out most of B at this point. He should know these players are still toward the A bomb site. And I kind of like this play. If he can get one and get out here, this would be huge. He spots them both, though, and he cannot. The shoulder gets stuck on the rock. And Razzie, 14-4 to send us to map 3. Noire Esports tie things up in this series. And a great map from Razzie. I mean, he was really the only one in map number 1 doing stuff, and he's showing out in map number 2 as well, doing his thing. As Noire Esports take it 6-4. Heading into Overload. Still anybody series here. And what a good map to watch there. Yeah, just didn't love the adjustments. 1,700 damage as well. Wow, a lot of damage from a Razzie there. Yeah, I mean, just a tough one from Gremlin. You know, they tried. I think they just had too many chances at A that they just, you know, couldn't convert really. I think maybe the audible probably should have happened a few rounds before, but it is what it is. It can happen. I did like what they did the very last round, but it just didn't end up working out in the end. And here we are, going into map number 3. It's going to be Den Overload. We'll take a quick look at the maps in this series to see how things shaked out so far. And so far, it's been a dominant performance in the hardpoint from Gremlin to start things off. But then Noire Esports, they clutch on up. They regain their composure. They strike back in map number 2 here. So heading into that respawn, Den Overload, I don't know, because the slaying, I mean, it was kind of on the back of a Razzie in that SND. It seemed like he was able to be the catalyst for Noire Esports. And you can't really effectively rely on one player that much in respawn. I mean, in Search to Destroy, you can a little bit more so, but especially in respawn, he needs some help. He needs a little bit of help in this respawn, especially after how map number 1 went. But it is maybe a map that they practiced a little bit more than the others, and I believe they picked this map as well, so potentially maybe an advantage there. We'll see if they're ready to get things going in map number 3. And I don't know what to predict going forward because this has been kind of an interesting series. I think I still have the edge toward Gremlin, but I don't know. Noire Esports, you know, clutching up in the way they did. If they can just get their substitute, I think if a Razzie, or not a Razzie, I think if Acute gets a little bit more acclimated to how these guys like to play it, they could potentially take this as well. But Overload's kind of a weird game mode, weird game type. So I'm not sure. Also, as well, Invictus, appreciate the raid. I did notice that during the series, but I be yapping. You know how I be. So I appreciate you guys coming from Invictus's game as well. How did that match go? I tuned in a little bit, but I was kind of trying to get busy, get ready for that one. If you guys in chat want to let me know, I'll read that in a little bit. But I believe I hear the beeps. We are already loading on in to this Den Overload. Map number 3. And we'll see if we can get the teams situated. There, is somebody going to switch? There we go. And let me flick the logos. And we're off to the races. Gremlin on the left. Noire Esports on the right. And so far, just mid-map positioning for both of these players. Everybody just fighting over it. And look at the arrows toward mid-map. It's going to be who's more patient. Is it Bane or is it Fatal? It looks like Bane just in the corner, but not patient enough, or maybe too patient as well. He just lets Fatal go by. As it's going to be 5 with the drone. Razzie, he's able to get 1, but more reinforcements on their way. And looks like we're going to be ending the game. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but we'll get a reset going. Let me see. I don't think they've typed anything in chat either, but we'll get things started or situated here in a minute. I'm sure that was just probably a tech issue or something. Somebody's controller or something. I don't know. We'll see. But a pretty even start nonetheless, and that gives me a little bit more hope for Noire Esports going forward in this series. But I mean, as you see, Razzie just 3-1 already. Oh man. Let me see what the chat's saying. Let me see. I don't think they posted anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe somebody crashed. I think everybody's still in the lobby though, so I'm not sure what's going on. How you guys doing tonight, chat? I haven't really interacted with you guys a whole lot. How we doing? How we feeling? I think this is, I don't have any other matches after this, so I'm probably gonna be chilling, but should be a good one to end on. So far it's been pretty decent. That Search and Destroy was a decent showing. Map 1 was kind of one-sided, but is what it is. Who just pinged me? I'm getting pinged for Halo 8s. Love to see that. I didn't even know I had a role in there. That's funny. Maybe they're getting their main player on the roster coming in? I'm not sure. Potentially. I don't know. Let me just ask what's going on. Let me just see. Actually, I really don't care that much, honestly. I'll just wait here until the players are ready to start. It don't really bother me. Oh, I hear the beeps. There we go. I knew it wouldn't take long. And, oh, excuse me. And we're off to the races. Let me get in the game arena. I'll take off my jacket too, because I'm like it's like kind of warm in here. Excuse me. But we are back. A little fresh reset here. Maybe a chance for the players to calm down a little bit. I don't know. We'll see if there's any reset cheese, although no team really had a significant advantage, I will say, off the start of that last one, so it probably won't matter too much here. In the grand scheme of things, wow, being able to win that one, I'm not even sure how he won that. And it seems like a better start this time for Gremlin. They're able to get a couple of kills off the rip, but the routes are taken from Noire Esports. They're overextending, and I mean, look at these arrows from Blue. They have to wrap back, and if they're quick about it, they can get through, but unfortunately for them, Ironside with the double is shutting it down, and I mean, same situation, but reversed now. Noire have to get their heels dug in toward this B defense. They got to get here quickly, or it might be a score. There's 3 arrows here, and it looks like they will stop it for now, but they still have 2 more people behind them, and it looks like Permish, nice route from him, will get the double and get the dunk, and also the first score in this overload. Nice route from him, and I mean, you hear it all the time. Route man gets paid. That was a great route from him. Secures the first one. Flex in a decent spot to potentially cut as well. He's going to reload. Should maybe get the second. No, not quite, but Ironside might be able to get the score. No, shut down at the goal line. Incredibly close from him there. As Fatal gets a double as well. He's pushing on up toward the map. Might get shot in the back here. He's got to be careful. Him and Merc combining on in, but they're both going to fall. Ironside is here. Excused pushing on up the map. Only able to get one there, and Razzie thinking twice about it now. But he's lost his lead blocker. He's going to backtrack toward mid, and yeah, the pistol at that range, probably not ideal. He does soften them up a little bit for Merc, though. And Merc Mariaki for 2. Not able to get the third. Fatal's here, and he is challenging. Gotta respect it. The ABCs of COD always be challenging. Ramesh able to get another double, though, and that's a 2 spree. And that's the drone, and it might be gone. They got to be careful, though. They're spawning on this A point. I don't think they know that they're that close here. Execute able to get 1. And now Permish with the drone. With the help of Ironside, he might be able to score here. He just needs to slide on in, but the melee might stop him, but no. Not even close to being stopped there. Permish with the second one through. The objectives from Permish have been good so far this game. And Ironside really having a great map to start here. I mean, turning around, that... I wouldn't say poor map number 2, but just kind of unfortunate map number 2 in the first blood department. Found himself getting first blooded toward A, making up for it in this map number 2, just getting 2-piece after 2-piece. So Razzie with the drone in hand, but he needs some help. Little does he know, B is kind of clear right now. He can go, but maybe waited a little bit too long, as it's going to be Merc Mariaki and co. Can they get it done? Merc gets 1. He has teammates here, but he's incredibly low, and that's going to line up for Permish. Gets all 3 of them. Merc Mariaki, I can't even say that name. Merc just backtracks for the bomb. And probably the wrong decision there. Probably just needs to hide in the corner and wait. He was the furthest member up, but he's not able to do it. Permish with 2 with the pistol. Can he get the beat down? No, not quite. Arazi goal line defense. And Noire Esports having a rough go of it so far. I mean, they've had a couple of opportunities, but I just don't recognize the pressure on the map. I mean, I guess that's the gift of having X-ray vision in Podcaster for me. Oh my god, Fatal, almost a crazy shots from him. Arazi's taking a route here, but he's got to be careful. He's going to run into Permish as well, and yeah, the pistol at that gunfight not going to win for you. Permish gets a double. Should be putting in the third one. Permish just taking the right routes at the right time. He's been doing a great job in this overload. All of the scores so far for his team. 3 on the board. And we still have a minute left to potentially put a 4th one on before halftime. Noire Esports. Life's on the line in this series. You got to step up. You got to step up now. Really make this more manageable for you going into the second half. But it's been pretty rough go of it so far for them. I'm actually not sure which side's better. If Chad knows, let me know which side you guys think is better on this side. I think the side that Noire Esports is potentially better, but I'm not really sure because it's hard to score on both of these sides really. But we'll see. Bane collects the drone and collects the fourth as well. And a 4-0 halftime for Gremlin, looking dominant in this respawn game mode. Really respawn game types as well in the hardpoint too, just shooting their guns better at the moment. And I mean, this is a crazy, they lined up for permish toward the portal, just a crazy goal line defense. And I mean, yeah, I already kind of gave my thoughts about the play Merc made on that one, but just a rough one. That probably could have been the score. There could have been a couple of scores really for Noire Esports had they had a little bit more, I guess, gusto in their step. But it's one of those, you know, risky situations where if you go for that and you just die by yourself, you look like an idiot. So, you know, you do want to wait for teammates, but sometimes you got to read the defense. And sometimes you can't afford to make those plays. Bane with the first blood already. Him and Permish combining on in for the slaying toward BSND here. Just trying to hold the line for now. Permish wins an important one, and he's going to be the tip of the spear now for this B site. And Bane grabs it, and he's gone. Permish, you have a big job in front of you. There's 2 arrows. Can you get either of them? He's going to spot one. Pre-fire is on in. He's going to waste his entire magazine there. But he's going to help Bane, and Bane with the ninja juke shoes there. Gets the EMP in and puts the 5th one on the board, playing a great rotation there from Bane. I mean, that's about the only way he was going to score that. Just putting on the moves. He gets it done. But this time it's going to be Noire trying to push on through. They have the drone. And they have a couple members to beat here. Fatal going on the outside of the map. Might have needed to wait for Arazi. And yeah, he's going to get shut down. That's kind of what I was talking about. The risk you pay sometimes. Or the risk you play sometimes where you try and overextend quickly. And Bane, I mean, he's overextended, but he's going to get a double. Razzie is shutting it down. I believe that's the Hellstorm from Permish coming on out as well. Might be able to get one here. No, actually, not even getting one. So kind of a wasted streak. But when you're up 5-0, it really doesn't matter a whole lot how you invest your streaks. Let's see what Razzie has. Nice pistol kill from him. Good trigger finger there. And he's just surrounded by players. Yeah, Flex on the pinch. Flex with all 3 in the back. And he's pushed up toward your base. If he wins this 4th one, this might be a score. No, not quite. So chance for Noire to strike back, but they're running out of opportunities. The clock is ticking, and it's ticking down quickly here. Merc Moriaki able to get 2 as well. Oh, geez, kind of fat-fingered that button. Flex with a nice nade, and maybe a potential route here from him as he gets the 2nd. Chimes on in for possibly a 3rd as well, but he's going to get shot in the side. Maybe a little bit too antsy here, as it's going to be a chance for Ironside to put the 6th one on the board here, but Permish gets gunned. And now Ironside running into the red arrows will finally fall. And I mean, we'll see if Noire can come up with some late game heroics here. They're going to really just need to get every kill and chain together a couple in a row at the very least here to have something at least more respectable of a scoreline at the end here. I don't know if they could win it, but just put up a better fight here in this overload. And I mean, this is going to be the drone probably going through. I mean, there's a couple arrows here. They only have a couple of gunfights to win for HQ, but Arazi shuts it down with the help of Merc. And I mean, that duo in SND has been pretty strong in the respawn. I mean, looking at their other 2 teammates really having a rough map as well. Skewed and Fatal not doing the best in the slaying department, and that could be the difference maker in the end. Razzie with the pistol, but I mean, there's not a whole lot he can do in that situation. Just shot in the back, shot in the front, shot in the side. And meanwhile, Ironside clearing house. Lead blocker as well. Bane might be able to put a 6th one through, and he will. It was 3 last half for Permission. On this half, it's been Bane, the drone carrier and the drone deliverer. Looks like he's working for Amazon. Next day delivery. Minute 20 left, and at this point, I'm pretty sure Noire Esports is probably mathematically impossible for them to win at this point. So we probably will be heading to map number 4 here, with Gremlin HQ up 2-1 in this series. Is Merc able to get a kill toward their base and potentially a score here at the very end for Noire Esports. Maybe get a little bit of a slight momentum going before we head into the hard point. But I mean, this has been pretty clinical from Gremlin, really from start to finish in this respawn. Not a whole lot of nerves coming on out. I mean, I will say Noire put up a little bit of a better defense this half, but I mean, they just haven't been able to convert on the offense. And I mean, that just Comes down to the slaying, and I mean, 7th one on the board. Bane with 4 now on the objective department. One more should end it, but I mean, we're only 30 seconds away regardless, so either way, this map will end here in a moment. And it's going to be Gremlins regardless of how you slice it. And we'll see if, I mean, just Noire at the end of this can get some slays going, just get some confidence for map number 4. Because they're going to need it going into this one. Because this was is a pretty dominant performance, same as that map number 1. 100-point club to map number 1. 7-0 here in Overload. Gremlin, HQ, if you don't know him, you know him now. Looking poised to take this one. Potentially in 4. And let me see. Boom, boom, there we go. Nice little kill cam from Permish there. A little pistol kill action. And good damage really across the board from all the members, but yeah, especially Permish, 32 bomb for him in that map as well. 3,500 damage. Just doing the most for his team there. And getting it done in the end. And I mean, we're headed to Scar as well for the hard point. So a map where you need your ARs firing all cylinders. And I mean, so far it's been pretty rough going. Really, it's just been a Razzie. Kind of the only spark for Noire Esports. Really just been able to contribute in the slaying department. I'm looking at Fatal, and I'm looking at the substitute too as well. I know it's a tough position to come in and sub last minute, but we'll see if they can get things going as we head into map number 4, Scar Hardpoint. A map where I think at this point the players know the spawns are kind of interesting is the word I'll use. Very flip-floppy spawns, a lot of chaos that can happen on either side, but they're getting better at reading them for both offense and defense. I think people are starting to register the split spawns a lot more than they were in the first few weeks of the game. I don't think they're great spawns on this map. I think they probably need to change at some point. You know, preferably sooner rather than later. But we'll see if Noire Esports can make a comeback here. I mean, I didn't expect a ton of them after I saw map number 1, but you know they did make the comeback in Search and Destroy. But it's gonna have to be at Respawn they steal, or Gremlin are gonna be taking this in 4 here. We'll see if they can do it, but I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough one. Let me flip the graphic before the map starts this time. Actually, no. I didn't need to flip it. Wow. The time I didn't need to flip it. That's crazy. Oh, wait, no. Maybe I did. Oh, no, I'm confused. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, I didn't need to flip it. Okay. I'm confusing myself. Apologies, guys. Fatal with the double kill toward mid-grocery here. We'll see if this map favors the side of Noire Esports a little bit more than they did in map number 1. Remember, Blackheart wasn't their map pick, so definitely played a part in that one. But, I mean, just the slaying department has been so one-sided. I mean, Permission Co. doing a great job breaking on in, but I will say Noire Esports did get about 15 seconds on P1, so not a ton of time, but a decent amount. As the rotation to P2 is going to be on, and I mean, it's all Gremlin. They're here early. They got the numbers. Ball bangs coming on in. Flex able to get 1, and they have this player trapped in the corner. Decent look at them so far. Ironside just trying to soak, but 3 dead and make it all 4. Razzie, 2 spree for him. And his teammates chime on in for some kills as well. That'll be the break. The spawns haven't flipped yet, so Gremlins still find themselves probably on the preferred hill, or the preferred side for this hill, I would say. I think most teams prefer to have blue control for this hill. And that break from Noire, short-lived. As Gremlin right back in it. Permish soaking to his heart's content. As Merc, ooh, nice slide shot from him. I thought Permish was able to win that one cleanly, but no, Merc able to win some long-range gunfights with the SMG. But I mean, all the meanwhile, Gremlin just soaking to their heart's content on this P2. Finally, the spawns will flip. So the last 15 or so should go the way of Noire Esports. They ought about tied things up going into new, but I mean, look at the arrows on the minimap. Everybody is here already. Gremlin set up and in a good spot. Razzie, oh my god, he is shooting right now. Had he kept shooting, that probably was a double kill, but that player got behind the wall. Permish able to clean that up and holding the cut as well. Shots coming on in. Maybe not the best showing on this hill so far from Noire, but they have a lot of time to work with, and they have the spawns for new, but I mean, that doesn't really matter if you're just getting gunned. Ironside with 3, I believe, there. Make it a 4 spree for him before he's finally taken down. Permish on the plane getting overran, though, and it's just going to be Bane on hill. Probably overwhelmed here in a second. Yeah, traded on through. Merc able to get that one. And now Noire Esports able to pinch, push through mid-map. Arazi makes a great play. They got to be careful to not flip here, and as Fatal spawns there, he's going to back on up. He knows how important this next hill is going to be. He's watching the overextension as well. Razzie toward mid-map, doing his best to try and push them back as far as they can for new, as he knows Fatal's blocking in the back, but Fatal dies toward this top window area. That shouldn't affect the spawns, but they got to be careful here. Nobody behind the hill. Fatal's still able to spawn there, so fortunate for them that they didn't get any BS spawns there in the back, but so far, so good, though. Noire look a lot better than they did in that Blackheart. Way more comfortable, it seems like, on this map. And probably a more practice map than Blackheart, for sure. It seemed like they played this a lot more. Razzie heating up. I mean, I shouldn't even say heating up. He's been heated up. He is the furnace in this series. The shining light in the dark for Noire Esports, as he's just been doing whatever he wants on the front of the hill so far. Or trying to chime on in, get his trade, as he's tagged down low. Cute dies in the back, and now Fatal has a 1v1 in hill. He wins it. Nice headshot coming out, but he should get immediately traded. Razzie, really the only member on old. He's going to get an important 1v1. That'll give him a couple of seconds. Maybe not, though. But it's going to be Gremlin on the back foot now. They spawn out. Actually, they're getting parallels right now, so these kills are very important toward new. It's going to be number 3, Ironside, in the back with the double. And he's almost out of ammo here as well. I don't know how he's out of ammo so far, but 3 spree for him. They'll secure the spawns for new for Gremlin, and that is a great life from Ironside, making a heads-up play. Those are the type of plays on the minimap that you love to see that don't show up in the scoreboard at the end. Ironside makes a heads-up one. They'll reap the benefits from it for now. XQ does break on in, but he's by his lonesome. Should fall here at any moment. Eventually, Flex finally able to get him. The ammo pack? I think somebody accidentally threw down an ammo pack, unfortunately, but is what it is. As long as they don't use nades, it doesn't really matter. Merc able to clean that player up in the back, and maybe a double turn and burn. Permish gets world star. Well, not world star. That was respectable for Rechal, I guess you'd say. Kind of turned on, sort of not. When they go around a corner, it's always difficult. But it's gonna be 3 dead yet again for Noire Esports, but they still have the lead heading into the second rotation, and they're looking a lot better on this Scar hardpoint. We'll see if they can send this to map number 5. We had an incredibly close one yesterday for ZGL on the main stage. Went down to 250, 248. We might be looking at another barn burner here today. We'll see if Gremlin can come back in this one. They're not down a ton. They're only down about 40-ish points, but so far Noire look a lot better on this one. I mean, Flex kind of having a rough map as well. Double negative looking at him to turn it up. Fatal is going to fall toward mid, and Permish, with the help of his teammate, gets 2 there. And that should break the hill. It's up to Arazi to play some gymnastics in the hill, and he's able to get 2 as well. Somehow stay alive. Maybe doing a little bit too much there. Probably should have just stayed down. Don't need to do a ton of fancy footwork there. Once you get a double kill, you're pretty free to just chill for a minute. And he'll die. That'll be the time going blue for now. Permish gets 2. Flex should get 2. No, Fatal. Nice little double from him as they transition toward this P2 hill, but they don't have the spawns on the preferred side for P2. They are here, but I would like to see them probably for the side of Noire push out the spawns here and try and get the better side of it. You can hold it from this side, but I mean, I think it's just better to try and push through mid, try and flip on through, because you just get caught from the stairs trying to push up, and exactly what just happened right there. Teriyaki gets a double before he dies, but as I say that, 3 dead, and time going blue now. And this is where last time around Gremlin were able to get a ton of time on, was this P2. And it looks like we might be seeing more of the same. Looks like 5 did spawn out, though. Arazi, I don't know if they're going to read him over here. Looks like Permish is there, though. Yeah, read the splits to perfection. Just great communication from Gremlin. 4 dead yet again. And this is the setup I was talking about on this P2. You could just funnel them on top stairs over and over, and there's really not a whole lot they can do about it. They either have to go for a route or try and ego chow through the front. And it's just hard to break if you're doing it that way. Ramesh is going to get red, though. Arazi makes sure he holds an iron on the rotation. It's going to be Excuse, the substitute, coming in, able to watch the cut here. Gets one. And that's time going red toward New, but they are getting surrounded now. They've given up the back toward green, but they're still winning the slaying battle, so it might not matter. It's going to be up to Flex on the pinch here to get something done. He only gets shots into one, though. Make it two, as neither one of them die. I'm not even sure how they're still alive. As Merc Mariaki doing what he can on the hill, able to stay down for a little bit, but eventually he's going to fall. Stu just trying to do what he can to live right now. It gets help from a teammate, Arazi. Does get some nice shots down range and able to combine on in with his teammates. And this is just a hard hill to break too because of the AR crossfires that you can have from this plane angle. You just can get funneled so easily if you're not careful. Arazi able to get one, switches to the pistol. Is always faster than reloading. How many times have you seen that on your screen? And now Bane and co. Gonna be hitting through old. They're going to ignore this player on hill for now. Finally, with a couple seconds left. I like the discipline on that. Waiting till there's no time on hold, so that player in the back might spawn out. But unfortunately for them, they still spawn in the back of hill. That's crazy how close the spawns are for this hill. I mean, the patience they used there to try and make sure he spawns out. And I mean, it didn't even end up mattering, which is crazy. As it is going to be Noire Esports with a 60-point edge going in, or 70-point edge, really. They could win it on this hill. Bane does get the player soaking, but we're going to try and break the spawns right now as Arazi chimes on in for two, and it's all three dead. Him and Merc are going to clean house. And now they can't win it on this hill. Gremlin did do enough, just enough, to make sure that we do see a new hill, but it's going to be... I mean, they really kind of have to contest this old as well, otherwise they're going to be about 5 seconds away from winning as well. I mean, this is really just a tough situation they find themselves in. And if the more they hit, the more they're going to spawn out, and they're not going to have rotations for new. These blue arrows spawning behind the hill. Look at this. Great job from Noire Esports to make sure they're playing the map the correct way. And now Ironside and co. find themselves across the map. And I mean, Merc's here. He's behind enemy lines. They have no idea he's here. He's able to get a double as well. 5 seconds left. It's up to Bane and now just Ironside. And we should be heading to a map number 5. Noire Esports clutching up big. It's map number 4. That's 2:49. They should be able to touch the time here. Don't count chickens before they hatch. But Arazi, oh no, they actually didn't get that tick. I don't know how he didn't get that tick. One, he jumped on the point. So hey, we're not out of it yet. But I mean, this is pretty much a formality at this point. It's gonna have to be perfect now from Gremlin. Really, the rest of the game if they're gonna have a chance. But I mean, with Excute going up top, could potentially pinch the hill. Fatal is here now as well. He could just jump on the hill, and that should finally seal the deal, delaying the inevitable. We're Gremlin. And map number 5, I didn't think we were going to see a map number 5 in this series, guys. The way things were going for Noire, it just didn't look like it was in the cards. It seemed like the respawn game type was something that they just weren't as comfortable with. But it seems like it's just a map mode thing, potentially. Much better at Scar Hardpoint than the rest. And they did end up winning that S&D map number 2 as well, so keep that in the back of your mind. As we go toward map 5, it's going to be Scar yet again, so this is a map that prefers him. And Arazi with 38 as well. I mean, this guy's having an MVP performance this series. He's just doing everything he can to try and win this series for his boys. My goodness. What a series so far. Tied up at 2. And this is just the first series of the ZGL for both of these teams, so definitely a lot more Call of Duty action to play. This is one they both want to win, though, I'm sure. And it's a little tough that they had the substitute coming in for Noire, but, I mean, it might not matter. We'll see. They were clutching that raid. We'll see if they can be clutching Scar. And Scar kind of a 50-50 coin flip type of map anyway. So we'll see if they can end up doing something on that. They were pretty clutch in map number 1, and it was really just the mistakes, honestly, from Gremlin to map number 2. Kind of just, you know, repeating the cycle, just doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. They made adjustments, but they were just a little bit too late on that map. And we'll see if they've learned from their mistakes in map number 2 on Scar. Albeit Scar definitely more of a basic map, I guess you could say. Not a whole lot of strategies that you can do on this one, really. It's pretty cookie cutter, pretty straightforward. Just whether or not you want to hit A fast or hit slow on A. I haven't seen a whole lot of B hits really this whole year. It usually, when B is hit, it's usually later in the round in a clutch situation, maybe 1v1, 2v2. But we are loaded on in. And this might be an incredible turnaround for Noire Esports. They found themselves down 2-1, and we're headed into map 5. Scar, SND, winner takes all. Oh, excuse me. And nice, they didn't switch teams for me. I love that. And we're on board with Flex hitting mid-map. He has a couple arrows in front of him. He might get bait and switched here, and he will, but almost able to get both. Fatal. Tag down a little low there, but Arazi with the sniper. I was wondering who was going to be sniping on this map, and I've got my answer. First blood for Noire Esports. They find themselves man up now, but Arazi gets gunned, misses the slide shot, and that'll send him to the next round. 2v2 now. More manageable position. Gremlin find themselves in. Ironside in a decent spot to watch the pinch as well. That's really just kind of down to timing. How do Acute? I can't even say. I still can't say his name. How do Acute and Fatal approach this? And I mean, Fatal gets the first one for basically free. Bane maybe overextended a little bit there. And now Ironside finds himself in a clutch situation. Definitely a predictable angle here. He's got to be careful. And yeah, they just get double chowed. They just double chow him at the same time. I mean, nothing he can do there. And Noire Esports, they'll get it done in round number 1. Exact same thing that happened in Raid. And it's off the back of this man, Fatal. 3-0 start from him. He's been kind of missing in this series for me as a whole, and it's good to see him show up big in map number 5 to start off. Better late than never. Unfortunately for Razzie, he gets taken down with a sniper, so only one more life with the sniper, I believe, for him, if I'm correct here, which I think I am. We'll see if he has it out again. He might have put it away this round. We'll see. I'm not sure if he does or not, but looks like they're going to be rushing toward it, so probably no sniper for him. Yeah, AR in hand, but Flex is here. He has the world to do. They're going to be throwing a smoke down. Flex, I mean, he's got to be careful. He knows they're coming toward him. He's got to be careful. The windows are going to be hopped up, and yeah, he hops out. Maybe not the best play. Bane able to get one, and Ironside chimes on it as well. So, I mean, a 2v3. They have the bomb down. I mean, it's going to be up to Excute and Fatal yet again. And Excute just falls as well. Fatal, some rough shots there, but is able to get one. And, I mean, I'm not sure exactly where they planted for. So, Fatal, I'm not even sure if you're able to get the diffuser here. He's able to get permission. Does he get the bomb planter in time? He's basically got it. Bane diffuses the bomb right in front of his face. And Fatal didn't check the bomb there. Probably had a feeling he might have been on him, but just didn't see him. And that could have potentially been a clutchable round for Noire, albeit it was a 1v3, so unlikely. So Gremlin are going to answer one back. Get something going on the board. And I mean, I guess good news for Fatal is he didn't die, so he still potentially can have this Hellstorm missile in play. I want to see how hard he plays for it, if he does at all. And it looks like instantly taken down, so fortunately, Caster's Curse immediately. My bad, Fatal. No Hellstorm missile coming through this match, at least not for Fatal. And now a 2v4 situation. Noire find themselves in. Excute gonna be behind one, gets a freebie. And he might be able to get a second one as well. Flex gonna be wallbanging to his heart's content, but I mean, this player is Trap Store. Razzie could potentially pinch on in if he's able to. Feels so inclined, but I mean, that player's just gonna push him. And now Razzie, some shots on in, not quite enough. Excute is here. It's really what kind of timing do they get? Razzie gets a third one as well. It's now 1v1 up to Excute. The substitute coming in. Can he go big? And he will. Noire Esports clutching the 2v4 and an improbable situation, but not for this team. Living up to the hype right now. What a great turnaround for them. And I mean, Gremlin, I mean, that just can't happen. You have bomb down. You have the numbers advantage. You don't need to give them anything here. And they just kept chowing, it seemed like. Especially those first couple of players. I mean, you just don't need to do anything crazy there. You just need to play crossfires with your teammates. And they just allowed them back into that round for basically free. A rough one for Gremlin there. And now Noire Esports up 2-1, find themselves back on offense now. And back to A we go this time. No B shenanigans. It's going to be Permish spotting out early, and he gets a nade in. Gets some tags in, but not enough for a kill. A couple more bullets probably would have sealed the deal on first blood there, but he's going to go for a reach out. This is risky. He's got to be careful here. Skewed is right on the other side of that wall. And it's going to be Ironside getting first blood as well. And I mean, Permish is there. Permish seals it. Second one as well. Hopefully they don't squander this 2v4 opportunity. And it's going to be a tough one to mess up here as the stun's going to come out. Permish, with the help of Ironside, they'll get the third and all down to Fatal. 1v4 for you. Good luck. And nothing he can get done about that. 2 apiece. This has been a very back and forth series. A series of swings. This time it's Gremlin swinging on the defense and swinging with the biggest stick. I don't believe they lost a single member that round. So back and forth we go. Gremlin. With Bane as your bomb carrier, toward A we go. A simulator. I'm curious when Arazi elects to put the sniper back out. I believe he has one more life with it, so potentially be on the lookout for that one in this series. And I mean, stun's gonna come on in. Not enough for a kill. Fatal toward top, just checking and shouldering it. But he's gonna get naded by Bane. God nade. Execute does get one back though. And Merc toward store, able to get the numbers advantage for Noire Esports. And now Ironside, they have a big job to do. He's just getting shouldered to death. He'll get chowed. He'll fall. And now Bane, it's going to have to be the 1v4, or unofficial 1v4 for you. And ace in the round. And nothing can be done about that. 2-3. 3-2 now. Noire Esports find themselves up. And we'll see if they can get a little bit of separation. They had it at the start, but it's really only been one round at a time separating these teams. Who's going to get the first separation, really? You feel a lot more comfortable if you were up 2 rounds, but we'll see. We'll see who breaks first, who crumbles under the pressure first. More Esports back toward A. Nades gonna come on through. Gonna do some decent damage, but not enough for a kill. Permission is just gonna get flown out here. Yeah, Miyaki can't even say his name right, but he's just too fast for me. Gets a double before I can get his name out of my mouth. Make it all 3. Just running everybody on Gremlin down. And that is a nice adjustment from Noire Esports. Just showing them a new pace, a new tempo that they were not ready for. Nades caught in their hand, and Merc makes them pay. And that is the separation I was just talking about. And it's going to be Noire that is going to get it done first. They'll be up 2 rounds now. Find themselves closer and closer to victory, as well as Merc on a 5 spree too. Potential Hellstorm prospects in the future here. Be on the lookout for that one. And now we'll see. I want to see if Arazi has the snipe. I don't think he does, but I think he put it away for good. But you never know. He does have the AR out, so no flashy snipes here. And it's going to be Permish and Bane getting the bomb down quickly. But this is a double pinch coming on in. I'm not sure if they're going to read it or not. It's going to be Flex on the pinch. I mean, he has a big job to do. But, I mean, Excuse just gets one for absolutely free. And his teammates are getting trades as well. Permish gets one back. And, I mean, Excuse just getting lost in the back. But, I mean, Flex is right behind him. Flex gets the trade. 2v1. Make it 1v2. 1v1. Flex versus Fatal. Fatal flying at him. Fatal from the top ropes. Fatal the jetpacker, they call him. And that'll be map point for Noire Esports here. An incredible comeback, incredible resilience from this team. Looking good in SND. And now Gremlin backs against the wall. You looked really good in the respawn, but SND has been lacking a little bit. We'll see if they can clutch on up. I mean, it's really not a ton they're doing wrong. Just, I mean, I feel like their strategies are a little bit maybe slow, maybe stale, potentially. Just not reading the pressure in time, and I love this from B. We'll see if it works on out for them as 4 is going to spot it. He is out of there. Bane knows it's B. He's got to be careful, though. He has arrows right next to him. He's just going to watch the cross from plane. He might get first blood. Yeah, freebie for him. Good adjustment from Bane. Reposition there. And yeah, now Noire Esports thinking twice about going toward B. They'll back on up. And, I mean, look at where Permission is. He's all the way through Shed. I mean, this is a pretty predictable spot, though. We'll see if Noire reads this. This is a day 1 spot for a reason. It's really if Permission can get anything done from this Permission. I was about to say position. Because if Noire kill this guy here, they have basically A control. And yeah, they're going to read him. Permission able to at least get 1 there. So he does slow them down. And he gets the info that A is probably going to be the site they're collapsing on now. We'll see if Arazi can get anything done here. He's just shouldering. Spots the player as well. Guns him on the top ropes. Maybe an overchow there from Ironside. Excuse shooting this player as well. We'll see if Arazi and Co can get something done here. And it's going to be Bane killing him off the bomb. Arazi, 16 seconds. You got to go. You got to get something done. 1v1 now. 14 seconds. Does he go for the kill or does he go for the plant? He has to decide quickly. And Bane just going to back on up. And he's going to get dealt with as well. And that should seal it. Arazi, the clutch master in the 1v2. Bane didn't even see him, I don't think, there. He just slides at him for absolutely free. He's just going to pre-fire, and Bane will fall. Noire Esports take it in the end in an incredible fashion here. 6-2. Honestly, kind of shook, kind of shocked at that result in the end there. What a series. Fatal turning up map 5 when you needed him most. He's there. And a rough way to end it for Gremlin, who looked really dominant in the respawns from start to finish, really, except for that scar, I guess, was the only hiccup in that. But, I mean, yeah, just the first couple of respawns, I really thought they were going to close it out in 4, but, I mean, Noire, they just clutch up. They show that they are the more resilient team, and they take it kind of in a Neslo fashion as well, winning the SNDs in this series. Wow, I did not think that was going to go 5 games, but great series nonetheless. Wow. We'll take a look at how this series played out as well. Ow, just hit my knee. And I mean, Gremlin, they started out hot. I mean, look at that. They 100-point clumped to map 1. They go to map 2. They lose the search. All right, cool. And then they 7-0 them in overload. So I'm thinking, okay, all right, map 4 probably going to be where it's going to be closed out now from Gremlin, right? They're looking hot, but no. Noire Esports, they compose themselves. They clutch on up, send us to map 5. And we know what happened in SND the first time around. They look even better on Scar the second time around. What a turnaround from them. And they'll start off their ZGL season 1-0 now. And unfortunately for Gremlin, I mean, they played well, just couldn't clutch up when it mattered. They will fall now 0-1, but still plenty of COD to be played. And, you know, a lot of games before playoffs as well. So congratulations to Noire yet again. That should do it for me. A great cast as well. I'm going to get on out of here. Appreciate you guys coming on in the chat, and as well as Invictus for the raid. Everybody coming in from his chat as well. No more matches for me tonight, so I'm going to give my voice to rest. And I'll catch you guys later. I'll post the VOD in the chat here in a minute. And yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you later. Peace.